Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
It's the last thing, and then we shutting it down.
Hesitating making
With some Kaye made an 8-minute video thing about how fame has affected his life.
this video because honestly, I just don't even know if I should talk about it. But it's just been weighing on me for so long. Like I really have been unable to leave my house in peace or do anything without feeling so tense. Like every time I step foot outside, like I think I'm getting to a point with social media and
Friend of the channel, by the way.
fame and being recognized where it's generally so overwhelming that it's starting to scare me. Like I can't do anything normal anymore. And I feel like I should have known this for a while, but I'm just such a regular person at my core that I want to just walk around and do things, especially with my friends. But it's like I can't do it anymore. Like every time I go out, I'm always seen and I'm always aware that I'm being perceived because I see it. Like people do things where, they look at me, they look at their friend, they look at me and they gasp, they look at me and they their jaw drops or they fucking yell at me from across the street and they whatever. And there's so many things that happen where now I'm just like, it's made me so, I think it just made me so anxious when I go outside. Like, I don't know. It's like, and the thing is that a lot of people lose all sense of boundaries. That's the main one. Like people will grab me and touch me to try to stop me when I'm walking. And it's like even tonight I was walking and this one girl was just like, oh my God, obviously I'm walking by and she's like, oh my God, it's with some Kaye, it's with some Kaye. And I'm just like walking with my friends and just, minding my business. And, I hear all that stuff, and she comes up to me and she's like right here, but she grabs me. And out of instinct, the first thing I do is just look at my arm because I was just grabbed. And I think she kind of knew that was a little bit crazy because she immediately was like, oh, sorry. And then just said that I just wanted to say that she just wanted to say that I like your stuff and I like your videos, whatever. And I said, thank you so much. Have a good night, all those things. But people, especially when people yell at me from across the street, it's like that's the one that blows my mind the most because now everyone's looking at me like people. I've been walking down and people will be in cars like, I love you, Wisdom. And then that's cute. And I'm like, hi, but not everyone else is looking at me. And it's just I don't know. And I know people do things because it's out of appreciation, but I think a lot of the times, I think I'm learning some people really like attention and I'm just not that kind of person. I think I really, really do not do good with attention and fame and all of that stuff. And it's I can't even go grocery shopping. I tried to go grocery shopping the other day and I quickly remembered why I don't do this. I thought I'll just go grocery shopping. And then as soon as I walk in, everyone at the store recognize me. And it's not it's not even they freaked out. But I knew that they did because there's behaviors that people have that unfortunately I've noticed every behavior under the book now. But it's people will it'll be reactions like this, or they'll tap the friend or they'll just be there's always something. And I notice it. And when I notice it, immediately I'm just fuck. You know what I mean? I already know I can't, this is not going to be a regular experience. And sometimes when I try to do regular things and especially people who may work at a place or whatever, try to have a moment with me. It's even I don't know. It's sometimes it's the boundary crossing, especially, has made it difficult for me to embrace people who approach respectfully, which sucks the most because I'm just already so tense and so anxious, and it's so tricky. I was at this thing in Paris where my friend, with my friends, it was a music festival, and oh my God, I couldn't even enjoy it with them because every step I took, it was something, maybe I was being touched or I was being yelled at or, somebody wanted a photo and nothing wrong with wanting a photo and those things. But when those things happen every 20 seconds, oh my God, even people wanting to dap me up or shake my hand. And it's on paper, that's not a bad thing. But can you imagine having to dap up 20 people every 5 minutes? I'm going to get COVID-20. And I think about things like that. And my friend, he literally offered to be my bodyguard. And I had peace of mind for a little bit. And it started to make me realize why people have bodyguards. It's not because they're scared of getting robbed. Maybe it is, but it's literally just because of peace of mind because somebody else can tell you no, can tell people no. And I don't like saying no to people because I want to say yes to everyone and I want to take a photo with everyone. And sometimes I'll have moments where people are oh, can I take a photo with you? And they can tell that I don't want to, but it's because I'm so anxious and I'm so overwhelmed and off put. But I'll say yes. And then they're like, wait, you don't have to say yes because they can tell I don't want to. But then I'm wait, fuck, I just said yes, let's take the photo. And it's I don't know, dude. This shit is just so overwhelming to me. And I think the thing is people see me in a way I don't see myself. I don't see myself the same way people see me. People see me as this larger than life figure. People see me as the way people react to me. Sometimes you think I'm the second coming of Christ. People will stop in place and just be oh my, freak out or whatever. And I've tried every strat under the book. I've done fake phone calls, I've done it all. It doesn't work. This one time I tried doing a fake phone call, and I while walking, and this person was still just coming after me, like, and then I was like, all right, let me up it, and I pretended like I was pissed on the phone. I was like, no, you don't have to fucking do that. You get. And this person was just like, excuse me, hi, sorry, excuse me, and I'm like having the most passionate fake phone call of all time, and I'm literally expressing that I'm so angry and upset, and this person just kept on being like, hi, sorry, and it didn't work. It just didn't work, and I know it seems extra that I did that instead of just like talking to the person, but it's like it's hard to explain how anxiety inducing it is sometimes, just being perceived when you're just trying to do something like simple or like, I don't know, like I sometimes I try to like maintain normalcy in my life, and it's just not possible anymore, which kind of is a bummer. And I mean, like, look, I mean, like, I don't want it to seem like I'm complaining, because I fully believe no matter what you do in life, you can complain, whether you are famous and make a billion gajillion dollars or you're not. Like, you can complain. The moment you start telling people who can and cannot complain, and policing people who can and cannot complain, that's when you start stripping people of their humanity. Because no matter what you're doing, you in life or where you are in life, you will have bad things. You will have ups, you will have downs, you will have things to complain about, you have things to be proud about, or to praise, whatever. You have your privileges. I think what's important is that you understand your privileges in life, and the things that you're gifted, and that you're gracious of those things, but you have every right to still be like, oh my God, like, this is still a thing or an issue or whatever. Some people seem to think fame is a great thing as well, which it's really not an amazing thing. And it's like, in moments where I'm like, when I'm in Paris and there's a show and there's like fans screaming my name outside, like, that's fine. Like, I'm always like, hey guys, like, what's up? I'm always down to take a photo and whatever. But it's like my regular day, I can't do anything anymore. And it's such a bummer, but I guess it comes with the territory. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do though. I guess I just start fucking moving different, whatever the fuck that even means. I don't know. I always make exceptions for like children and really shy people when I can tell they're just like super timid. I'll always try to like break out of my shell for them, because I like get it. Like, I get it. You're shy. I'm like really anxious or whatever. Like, I understand. And then with kids, it's their kids. Like, I always want to make an exception. But it's even that's getting so hard for me to do. Like, sometimes nowadays I just have to walk and pretend like I don't hear people yelling my name or calling my name, because I just can't do it. Like, you can't clock out. That's the thing. When do I clock out? Because I put my phone down and I'm here now. I mean, here in this, but everyone is still here, while also being here. And it's like, I'm always on shift. I'm always on shift. I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I guess I'll just.
I don't agree with that part. Like if you're at your house and you put the phone, you can be off. Is when you step outside, you're no longer you're never off when you're outside or on your phone. Like, I get that.
Just fucking deal with it. I have to fucking deal with it, honestly. Do they do coaching? Hey, do they do coaching classes for this? Are there like classes on how to deal with this shit, or how to like do it? I don't know. I still love you guys though, for sure. Like, my life would. I mean, I wouldn't trade this. I fully all the privileges I have. It's the trade off. Every job has its good things and its bad things. It's a trade off, and it's very mentally tasking and draining. But it's a trade off, and it's just what I have to deal with, which is fine. But yeah.
That's crazy. I was watching Ben the Don's stream replay of him at the Rod Wave show with Drewski, and like, it was crazy because he was nice to everybody. He's like, "Hey, Ben, can I get a picture?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." And then he was taking a couple, and then it just got like, Ben, 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 picture, picture, picture. And he had to cut it off. Like, bro was taking pictures 15 minutes in a row because everybody in the area came down, walked down the stands and everything like that, asking for a picture. It was crazy. This is why Michael Jackson started to wear full-on facial prosthetics. I won't be surprised if Bay starts too. I bet it makes him feel like an animal at an exhibit. It's too much, 100%. It would be such a heartache to be famous. Yeah. When I saw that Ben stream, I was like, oh yeah, I'm glad I'm not famous, bro. Like, that's crazy. The fans are out of control with their foolishness. The fans be sneaking into houses and swarming you in public like a bunch of zombies. I would be so rude, allegedly. I would be so rude. That's funny. I've said this all the time. Y'all can keep the fame. Just give me the money. I don't know if there's not many places where you can get that trade off. Like, I feel the same way. I do think social media though is a bit better fame. Like, today's fame is a bit better because everything is so niche. Like you could be famous and popular among like black people who use Facebook, and you can go out and most people won't even, you know what I'm saying, know you. Like, but if you are, say, Country Wayne, I think Country Wayne, when he was just doing skits as Drip, I think Country Wayne could still go to like a white neighborhood and go shop at Whole Foods. Now that Country Wayne is on Netflix and he was on Club Shay Shay, he can't do nothing. He can't go anywhere without da 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 da. I remember Tony Snow told me that he was like, I can't go anywhere. I get stopped at fishing shops, Walmart, anywhere I go nowadays. And it's just gonna keep getting more and more from the more he drops. New Tony Snow album, by the way, in a couple weeks. I think September 12th, and it's September 1st right now, so that's like 2 weeks. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. Dealing with like when people try to say like from my hometown or something, or like my mom's hometown, like I'm famous, I immediately say no because like I can go to the store. I could go to Walmart. I could go grocery shop. I remember I was talking to somebody. I don't want to out them, right? I was talking to somebody who is kind of on their way, you know what I'm saying? On their way to being really, really famous. And they're just kind of famous right now. And these two like girls walked by us. And I thought I knew one of the girls. So I said, hey. And they kind of like looked the other way. I said, how y'all doing? They said, fine. And they didn't give us eye contact and they walked or whatever by. And the person was like, you see how they just walked past us? Like they ain't just walked past two goats. And I was just like, I'm thankful for that, bro. Like, because I don't know, man. If and when when stuff ever gets crazy to the point of like like I don't know. I just know I'm gonna be like, dang, I miss when I could just go here. I miss when I could just do that. I miss when I could just do that, and not get asked for a picture or not get asked to get a job. Like, cause I get asked for a lot, bro. Especially like at my last job where it was like a cool job, quote unquote. Everybody was asking me for something, dog. People was asking me for money. People was asking for a job. People was asking for a recommendation. People was asking for an interview. People was asking for. It was a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that was like the closest that I felt to like a national level of fame. And then of course I've had local fame before working at like local outlets and stuff. Just people I didn't know coming up to me talking about my stories. And I was like, what the heck? Now I get people every now and again say what's up. People look at me. I get a lot of people looking at me and recognizing me and not realizing what they recognize me from. And they're like, I know you. I've seen you before. And I was like, I do YouTube. And they're like, oh, yeah. I think I've seen one of your things. Or they might have seen me at like, it's weird. It's a very, very low level of fame, but even that level is weird. So, but I can still live. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I enjoy just being talking to famous people as my job, as opposed to being the said famous person. Because I talk to famous people, and they're just normal folks. Like you just have a conversation. Oh, how's the kids? How's this? How that? Well, what's going on with your job? What's coming up next? What you got going? Okay, nice meeting you. All right, you shake hands, you depart, you walk outside. I remember covering Dion. Like Deion Sanders is the one that I think about first with this scene. Covering Deion Sanders at Jackson State. It's like we got to a place where, you know, the first couple times it was like, oh snap, you know, you kind of got to get over it. And then I saw him so often and we talked so often that it was normal. And that's why he wanted like the same media around him and stuff like that. Everything, like he's very strategic in all the placing. So, you know, I get used to do because I'm talking to him and seeing him 3-4 times a week. We get to game days, you do the post-game press conference. It's like your fourth time talking to him that week. He knows who you are. He knows your name, everything like that. Y'all talk. He knows about your situation. Like he knows I'm from Atlanta, this and that. So we walk out, you know, I'm going back to the press box to write my stories for post-game. He's walking out to go home, go get in this car and go home. He gets out, we're walking the same place. They see him. Ah! It was quiet. Just 5 minutes ago, we was just talking. Go about our ways. I'm going to do my job. He's going home. He's finished his job. That was the last part of his job for the day. We're walking out. It's quiet. It's quiet in the tunnel. As soon as we see people, he's walking over to him slowly, kind of limping or whatever. And he's signing all the people's stuff. He's signing jerseys, posters, footballs, taking pictures, kissing babies, all that. And that jump was just so weird to me because it was just like, bro, you feel like a normal person. And I remember telling someone that, and they was like, that's hard to believe that you think that he's just a regular person, like by the way he acts and carries himself. And I was like, bro, I talk to this dude all I was talking to him more. I was talking to my dad, bro. I was interacting with him 4 times a week. So I don't know. Fame is a weird thing for sure. So and I say that to also say, I'm glad that I'm the person that just talks to famous people instead of being the famous person. Because fame is a lot. People will hate me. Like, don't you see I'm with my family now? That's funny. Never mind even that. I don't feel like it's my number one thing. I don't want to take a picture, get away from me. Ella, girl, no shade, but who is this? That's funny. Who is this name? Multiple people asking. The question says you're not into fashion. Dang. Shout out to Mel from Clayco. No shade, but who is this? A fashion influencer who thinks he's bigger than he is? That's not the case. Let me go see if his fashion's tea. I never even seen him. Question number 1. Thank God someone else asked this question. You my people, because I was wondering the same thing. Here's the thing. So people who you think aren't that big of a deal, it's always amplified. Like, okay, no shade. I'm not throwing nobody on the bus. I'm just giving an example. Jacquees, right? You would think like Jacquees is like right on Twitter in the comment section. They'll be talking about, man, girl, we thought we was gonna see Chris Brown. It ended up just being Jacquees there. It wasn't nobody there but Jacquees. If you're walking or going somewhere with Jacquees, it's literally Jacquees. Like people who you consider everyday people or less famous than what you think they are just more famous in real life. Like social media people, like baddies girls. And this is something I had to learn, like just interviewing a bunch of people talking about, yeah, people stop me and they see me on the street. I'm like, really? Like, I barely know who you are. Like, I only know who you are through like passing and stuff. But there's a lot of people on earth. So a lot of people recognize folks, bro. It just is what it is. That's how it is. People hate being famous, but won't stop doing what's making them famous because it's his job. Sounds like he needs to see it there.